no good. I don't care what people say. I can't be this close to you and not hold you in my arms. Oh, how I've longed for you, ever since our night together. That one glorious night, I've thought of no one but you. I've left my wife and my family and come to England just to be with you. My love, my darling. But, sweetheart, why haven't you replied to my calls and texts? I've been desperate to hear from you.
I'm not your darling, now go away.
But
it was a one-night stand, Brad. One I would rather forget. I mean, look at you. You're an old man. Why would someone like me want to be with someone like you?
But Tanya, you were so loving, so passionate.
I was faking it, Brad. I wanted to be head waitress, and sleeping with you got me the job.
No! No! You're lying! You're lying! You love me! I know you do!
You what? Get over yourself, Grandad. You repulse me.
That was really cruel, Tanya.
Oh, here she comes with her crystals and her hippy-dippy ways. I never knew what Clint ever saw in you.
We have intellectual conversations. We talk a great deal.
Talk? The Clint I knew never wanted to talk. Oh, he has told you, hasn't he? That he used to pop round to my house to see me every couple of weeks. We didn't talk, mind.
You're lying. You bitch. I'll kill you.
Oh, bear with. Oh, wow. Looks like I've just been contracted to front a new TV programme, Arranging Rooms. Wasn't that the one you wanted, Shelley? Oh, what a shame.
What were you saying to Brad? I told you to keep your mouth shut.
Relax, Tony, I haven't said anything. God, you're so uptight. I think that's why Rick and Clint preferred me. Oh, it's funny that. You have an history of losing men to me, don't you?
Rick and I were perfectly happy until you came along. You're poisonous, Tanya. You didn't love him. You didn't even really like him. You just can't bear to see other people happy. You're sick, Tanya, really sick. And as for Clint, well, you're welcome to him, the lying bastard.
Yeah, he was a bit of a love rat, wasn't he? Is that why you killed him?
I didn't kill him. And don't you go around telling people I did. I'm warning you.
Do I know you, dear? You look ever so familiar.
I used to work here, Mrs. Barkin. I was a waitress.
A waitress. Oh, how lovely.
No, not really. Not when your beloved Reggie couldn't keep his hands to himself. Randy Reggie, we used to call him, always chasing after us. Lecherous old fool.
Oh, you can't mean my Reggie.
I do. I didn't think people over 50 had the energy for that sort of thing until I met your Reggie. He used to hide in the broom cupboard and jump out at me. Always trying to steal a kiss, the dirty old man. He'd be locked up for that these days, and quite right.
But Reggie didn't like that sort of thing. He only kissed me on our wedding day, and after that he said it made him feel nauseous.
Well, he tried to kiss me loads of times. Silly old man. I'm going to write about him in my new book. It's an expose of the hotel industry.
No, dear, don't do that. I'll be a laughingstock.
Tanya, darling, a word. Clint said you'd be prepared to pose for some publicity photos, dressed as a baby bear and holding a burger.
No way. I won't work for you or your filthy business.
If it helps, we could mix business with pleasure.
Are you mad? Have you seen yourself recently? Clint was bad enough, but you really are low-life scum. You're a murderer. I bet he's told all of you about his bear sanctuary, how he rescues those poor little bears from cruelty and captivity. Well, I know the truth. See, Clint couldn't keep it to himself. He had to tell someone. I'm going to report you, Albert, and you're going to be in captivity for the rest of your life.
I don't know what you're suggesting, but you need to be very careful with your allegations, Missy.
Well, what are you going to do? Hug me to death? You really are a bunch of losers, aren't you? I mean, look at you. You're pitiful. Tony, the hopeless cook who's stuck in a kitchen for the rest of her life, going nowhere. Oh, a mad Dotty, hanging around an hotel where nobody really wants you. And then Brad, the man who thought he was loved, who's given it all up for nothing. And even Albert, an hard-nut criminal who's reduced to dancing round like a fluffy bear. You're pitiful, the lot of yous. I'm off. Why should I stay with you? I'm a star. People love me. I'm off to see my publicist now. You'll all be able to read about yourselves soon. Bye, losers.
It's Tanya! She's dead in the car park. Someone has beaten her to death.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Ratz, I would like to sincerely apologise for the disturbing events this evening.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. And what's been going on here then? Detective Inspector Jack Corner with you. Now, I've been summoned to this here Ratz Hotel, and what do I find on my arrival? Well, out in the car park, there's a dead young lady, having been fatally tenderised with a heavy object. On my initial sweep of the building has revealed yet another body in the back office, and he appears to have been strangled. Now, if I didn't know better, I believe that this was one of them murder mystery nights that these hotels run from time to time. But yeah, I know it isn't. Somebody has been up to no good. Somebody has been up to no good at all. And I think we better track down our killer or killers before they have the opportunity to strike again. I'm thinking that, well, you lot look a little bit suspicious, especially you, sir. You look very suspicious. You look strong enough to strangle somebody with your bare hands or beat a poor young lady to death. Have you been out in the car park, sir? You been out in the car park? Nah, only joking, sir. I know it's not you. Not this time. But I'm watching you. Right then. My initial investigations have led me to a list of suspects which I have written down in my police issue notey book. And I would like those suspects to line up for me. Now, firstly, we have Mr. Brad Temple. Thank you, sir. And now we have Antoinette or Tony Wirral Timpson. Thank you, madam. Dorothy Barking. Thank you. Albert Grizzly Bear. Takes all sorts, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't it? Takes all sorts, yeah? And Shelley Beach. So, there are the suspects in this case, and I have to say, sir, is that what you would normally wear for a formal evening? I would ask you to take it off, sir, but I realise that you'd be bearing all. All right then. Anyway, now these are the suspects that we have in this case, and it is time to interrogate them. Now you must remember, of course, that Tanya is also a suspect in the death of Clint because she was still alive at the time of his death. So it's time to question our suspects and see what they've got to say for themselves.